Good morning. Happy Sunday. Sometimes I gotta just go ahead and hit record and get going. Otherwise, I'll overthink all my stuff. I am happy to be here this morning, and I hope you're doing well. I wanted to just do a quick check-in on how I am, where I am, and I am excited to report back on my meal prepping progress. I attempted to schedule a day where I would purchase food and cook and cut up things and put them in cute little containers, and my body and my energy was like, nah girl, we not doing all that yet right now. So something that has helped me to still keep on with the task that I set out for myself is to purchase canned and frozen foods. And so that's what I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. I have found some really good tasting soups, some granola bars, muffins. I'm gonna try out these burritos that I purchased, and I've been making sandwiches and eating gluten-free tortillas, tortilla chips, popcorn, beans, and that's been helping me not spend as much on takeout, and I was still able to treat myself over the weekend and treat the kids as well. So I'm making slow progress, but I am heading in the right direction, so I'm happy about that. I also have gotten into a better groove with my schedule throughout the week, with some creative activities that I want to bring back to priority. So I've decided that on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, I'm gonna be studying, playing around on Canva, and writing intentionally for the sake of putting something together that eventually will turn into something, hopefully. So more so than like journaling for my own like getting things out type of thing. Like, now I want to have some other writing out for sharing with others. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, I'll spend a minimum of like 15 to 30 minutes. And then if I am able to get in a more creative flow type, then that can go on. Yeah. So I'm wanting to just like experiment with what healthy looks and feels like to me. And so I'm remembering that I can create in the calmness of my life. Things don't have to be chaotic in order for me to be inspired, or yeah, I don't need to necessarily have like that craziness happening in my life or around my life, or feed into it. If I get triggered or something like that, I can remind myself that like I'm not having like some crazy debate with anyone, you know. I'm not like fighting or wanting to have drama in my life. Like, I can have disagreements or differing perspectives from others and still be respectful and have other people respect me, and it be all good at the end of the discussion, even if we don't necessarily agree on particular things or whatever the case is. Like, it's still all love type thing, you know? And then I'm able to remain in like this peaceful calm in my life and create from that space. So some things that I've been thinking about the last few days, weeks, have been wanting to be more mindful with my spending. If I'm gonna spend money, like I went and shopped for clothes and things, and I was like, I'm gonna intentionally spend this amount of money and not feel bad about spending the money, because it's an investment in myself. So I'm gonna spend that and be conscious of that. But then also I have a desire to like save money and pay off debt and things like that. So I'm just trying to get myself in a place where I'm like one, able to do that, and then doing that consistently. I've also been thinking about how I can improve my leadership abilities, the way that I am interacting with my family, and the type of examples that I'm setting for my family, and being like a better positive role model type of thing. I've been thinking about that. And I was just reminded this morning, I was going over some like journal entries for the month of August, and just remembering to like be more compassionate with myself. Not more compassionate, but continue to be compassionate with myself. And sometimes it's compassion can look like just being really honest with myself about tough things, because I know that I need to like be as honest as I can to make the correction, the improvement, the change, or pick something back up that I put down in my day-to-day activities, or the way that I'm thinking about something, or something I'm saying or not saying. Yeah, because I have been going through like the cycle of like losing and gaining a sense of self. So I've had to remove things from my life in order to take on new things that make me feel like more of myself. And in that process, like I can like be harsh or critical of myself, and I want to offer myself like a level of compassion and understanding in that process of like breaking down to build up for the sake of like longevity, long-term type of living, and not judge myself harshly during that process. I think that's really important to me. And during my transition period, because I feel like I've been transitioning for quite a while, and I think that's something that's still continuing, I want to continue to identify and then act on my need to gently detach from a situation, a conversation, interaction, and then also gently return to the conversation, the situation, the interaction. So that's something that I thought about yesterday, and I was like, that's really helpful, because I've been saying, oh, I'm gently detaching, right? Which is good, but then it's also good to like return and come back to, and not just like, okay, well, we had the discussion, we don't need to talk about it no more. No, like, let's come back to it with like fresh eyes, fresh perspective, and continue to talk about things and reassess and improve and things like that. So I think that is all. I think that is all I wanted to say for now. I'm excited for the upcoming month. I'm nervous, a little apprehensive, wanting to take my time, wanting to bring a new level of awareness, in my thought patterns and my actions, create new experiences, new memories for myself, so that I can continue to heal, share from a place of healing, and yeah. So I will be back soon, and I'll share some more.